Tommy Million with exit on here on KFRT. Passageways of the anal juice. It's the 15th short story in a book called Blah Blah Blah, the short stories of a mind thief, available on lulu.com, lulu.com. Search Thomas Boone. This is called John Spit. Johnny hit the pipe like he always did a day after a cruel one. It soothed his soul and masked his feelings. And did he long for such? Another date with another lover dead. What a tragedy. Another hit, and here comes the rush. Are you awake, Johnny? He heard from the upper floor. Oh, fuck, my mom, Johnny said to himself while holding the meth smoke. Yeah, Mom, I'm up. Give me a minute, will ya? All right, replied from her ancient mouth, and Johnny was gone. When he came back into focus, he was no longer in his basement room, nor in his mother's house. But it had only been seconds. No, it could have been days. The shit was getting scarier all the time. No telling what happened this time. Usually these blackouts only lasted for hours, and nothing bad had happened in them before or had it. This shit scared Johnny. Control-free Johnny found himself out of control, and that was worse than death to Johnny. These attacks came on unannounced and for no reason at all. He had gone to the doctor, but old Doc Spittle couldn't nail it down. Endless tests, and weeks later, Johnny gave up submitting to a life forgotten. Only snapshots of his former self. Loved and sex, seen murder, seen twisted, spinning, mind trip, magically inspired creations, mad spinning sprees. Johnny's girl was walking towards him with only him in her mind. He caught her eye. Love was instantly taking control. He loved her like nothing in the world. She reached around and hugged him to make her life, as if her life was at stake. All she could think of was Johnny, and all he could think of was how much he needed her. Her cuteness was like an angel that guided Johnny through his days. When they were together, nothing else mattered, and time drifted away. He didn't even think of the blackouts when she was near. A kiss so thick that smog couldn't infiltrate their lungs. All was theirs. Love consumed like fire and took them to the only place that mattered to the both of them. Oh, how lovely my future wife is, Johnny thought. And how she is gone. And so was a day or two. Damn, she was just turned my arms again, thought Johnny. Now where am I? What a cruel joke was all he could think. A sick, sick joke. Melody, my sweet Melody, where have you gone? Are you safe? I haven't hurt you, have I? He couldn't even remember her phone number. She would have to wait, and so would he. Funerals amused Johnny. He had seen so many he could no longer remember the names of the friends that had died. So he silenced himself and laughed. That was his gift, making a joke out of the atrocity of life. No one or anything could get him down except the forgetting. What he couldn't remember made him frustrated. What have I done? And all this time, he knew he carried a weapon at all times. A guy like Johnny had to in this fucked up city, where pimps and gangsters were a plague. He never woke up from an episode with blood on his hands, but something wasn't right. Now Johnny couldn't remember what he did, but Dr. Spittle could. He knew Johnny's problem was not unique. It happened that Johnny was chosen when he was very little, like hundreds of other kids of his generation. Dr. Spittle watched Johnny grow from a little forgiving child into a depraved teenager that took comfort in liquor and drugs. This made it so easy for the doctor to take Johnny to the other side. The episodes were nothing but Johnny's job. He was called to do the doctor's dirty work. Building a perfect world was in no way easy. Johnny was a pawn in a grand design meant to rid the world of old beliefs. Poor fucking Johnny, the doctor thought. I'm the one that has to live with this shit all the fucking time, not him. Johnny is the lucky one. He is immune to his other self, and that self is so perverse that I alone can control his motions and actions. Stab, stab, he's got to die, Johnny thought. Die, fucker, die. The man cried out to Johnny, please, I have money and girls, anything you want, I'll give it to you. Hellish screams filled the hotel room. Music played loud, making the dying man scream nil and void. If there was no help for this man, maybe there was no help for humanity. Johnny never failed. He murdered with vision, a bloody, bloody vision, ruthless and merciless. One more scream as the Bowie knife slit the man's throat. Severed jugular decapitation, Johnny was gone. Then the breath of death, and his victim was gone. Johnny was programmed to clean up the mess, so he proceeded to wipe all that blood out and cut up the body so he could dispose of it. Then he showered and cleaned himself. Then he peeked out the doorway and carefully walked away. through the alley into the street where a prostitute met him and provided him with another quarter ounce of speed. He awoke in his room with his music up and a glass pipe to his lips. Fuck, I'm hot, he thought, and he noticed he was sweating. Fuck was all Johnny could think. Fuck, fuck, fuck.